Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing a lovely and rare Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona in white gold with matching bracelet. This is the reference 116509, an extraordinary and massive 40mm chronograph that has a lot of mass and class in equal measure, but it's also not that huge. You can wear it easily on a small wrist. In my estimation, 13.5 to 14 centimeters circumference. Once again, for relative proportion, my wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference. The watch is slim, 12.2 millimeters thick with a domed crystal and a little bit of a conical cant to the bezel. You can slide this one easily underneath a dress cuff. Lug-to-lug, two ways to measure this watch. You have a case distance of approximately 47.7 millimeters, and then you've got a link-to-link dimension. If you actually measure the link-to-link, it's about 51.5 millimeters across the wrist with 20 millimeters spacing between the lugs. This is a very easy watch to wear on a smaller wrist. It's traditionally sized, even as the solid end links splay it out a bit more. The timepiece does have a lot of mass to it. Part of that is that Rolex uses a solid case back, so you get that solid gold case back rather than a cheap and lightweight sapphire. Rolex not shorting you the gold there. Also, in the era of solid link Rolex bracelets, they're substantial. Solid end link, solid center links, and not a stamped but a milled out deployant swing arm and full clasp. So a Rolex solid gold watch of this generation feels like a full platinum Rolex of previous generations. This is the benefit of buying modern, not vintage Rolex. Removable links fixed by screws. You can see that there's center polished links, satin finished outer shoulders, outer faces in polish, and plenty of gaps underneath to vent the wrist and avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. The Rolex bracelet quality is not just solid, it's impeccable from an ergonomic standpoint. There is both a beacon hook system for locking, you can hear it click shut, and then there's a clamshell to make sure that it is tight above all. There's a little kerf in the clasp to dig your nail in to open up the clamshell, and then you've got two different sizing mechanisms internally. You can see there's the EasyLink 5mm system, which is tool-free. Take it in, take it out. It's the equivalent of removing or adding one sizable link. And then there are three divots inside the clasp, and recently Rolex has taken to creating little tracks leading up to the divots, so it's even easier to slide the end of the bracelet into one of those divots when using a strap tool to relocate its anchoring point for precise sizing. So that's a wonderful evolution of an already good system. The case band is fluid, flowing, curved, compound curved even. You can see the flame-like effects of the lighting across its surface. That's something you won't get anymore on the subs, the GMTs, the Explorer 2s, or the Sea Dwellers. This is something that's a little bit more like a Datejust or a Day-Date. It's graceful. It's almost a dress watch case profile on a sports watch. You can see Rolex triplock crown, and take note, look carefully, you can see there is the single large center dot and the flanking mini dots to let you know that this is a triplock crown in gold. That's what that differential dot pattern means. You can also see screw down chronograph pushers and a bezel featuring lacquer inlays of indices as well as numerals. It is a tachymeter scale calibrated in units per hour, so you insert kilometers or miles per hour as you see fit. It's used for gauging the speed of an object over a standing kilometer or a standing mile. This is, after all, a motorsports-inspired chronograph. The winner at the 24 Hours of Daytona sports car race every January, along with his entire driving crew in each class, will win a Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, just not this solid gold model. This one is above category. There's an insane anthracite sunburst dial, and you can see just how reactive it is in the soft light of my light box. Add snailed sub-registers, which are sunken and ringed with polished chapterings. You can see they're no-nonsense white on black printing for easy legibility. All of the indices, as well as the Rolex crown in the hands, are white gold to resist oxidation or tarnish over time. Underneath that solid gold caseback is a Rolex manufacturer caliber 4130, first released in the year 2000, upgraded ever since. 44 joules, automatic winding, 72-hour or 3-day power reserve. There's a stop seconds function. It is both a vertical clutch, so you can leave the chronograph running, and it starts without any stagger or jump. You can leave the chronograph running without additional wear and tear because there's no play in a vertical clutch system. And there is a column wheel for crisp actuation, so you can feel and you can hear the cycling of the function. Start, stop. Along with the Longa Datograph caliber L951 and the El Primero caliber 400. This is one of the best column wheel feels on the market. I'll throw the Breitling B01 in there too, but this is top of the line in terms of feel and sound. Now the movement's a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, certified as a bare movement, cased up, and then by Rolex certified beyond COSC specs to -2 + 2 seconds per day or better. The movement is also a full balance bridge with a free sprung index for shock resistance, an overcoil hairspring, Breguet overcoil, handmade to keep excellent time in any orientation on your wrist or your nightstand, and it features a niobium zirconium anti-magnetic parachrom blue alloy of Rolex's own making. The white gold, also Rolex's own making, white straight through, never needing to be rhodium plated. That's the advantage of Rolex making its own gold, its own cases, and its own bracelets in its own foundry. The ultimate Rolex motorsports chronograph and one of the rarest Daytonas. See it and make it yours on the watch box. Cosmograph Daytona with Rolex Chromolite Blue Lume by Night. Automatic winding, 100 meters, water resistant, fully lumed. This is the 24-hour all-sport chronograph.